Hi everybody, it's just me. I wanted to make a quick video. It is Monday, February 16th. You should be submitting before midnight sometime your theorist matrix. Remember, the matrix is a grouping of 5 individuals or theorists that you are reporting on with regard to kind of what their content or major areas of focus are, how it affects teachers, how it affects students in the classroom. If you like to add pictures, color, again, I don't want to delay the creative process, so you can add anything you want, and again, I ask that you put that in Blackboard. However, there's a couple times I've had people upload things and they won't go into Blackboard, so I just ask that you email that to me. Okay, moving on, last week we covered chapter 4, and chapter 4 was, it really covered a lot of stuff. These chapters are power-packed, but I really love chapter 4 too because it covers that idea of multiple intelligence and how to gauge intelligence, and that there are multiple intelligences and learning styles, and that has a controversial connotation in the research world. There's people that believe that there aren't different learning styles. I tend to, in my opinion, believe that there are multiple types of intelligence, and that IQ is one of the only types of intelligence that's highly measurable with regard to human intelligence. One of the interesting facts that I found about intelligence and measurement of intelligence is that the Stanford-Binet has commonly been the form of intelligence that we use to measure, the test that we use to measure intelligence in the U.S. It started in the early 1900s, and it's only been revised 5 times since then, so that should tell you a little bit about the test, and that it's a very concrete test with regard to principles in what it measures. If you've ever had to take one of those, you kind of know how those go. You're placed on a bell curve with regard to your output, and you're compared to others, not against your own growth. So that in itself is an interesting dynamic, because I tend to measure people against themselves and see how they grow as individuals instead of like standardized testing that measures you and your intelligence against other people. Another thing that they explore is multiple intelligence and Gardner's multiple intelligence, and he believes there's 8 intelligence, and hopefully you will take some type of multiple intelligence inventory. I'll post one with this video if you want to try it. I'll post a couple, and then you can kind of go out and see where you rank with regard to what type of learner you are. And I think it's really important to find out in your classroom what type of learners you have, because if you're primarily using lecture and you find out everybody's kinesthetic, then hands-on would be the type of learning you would want to do. Again, you're going to, with any type of teaching, you're going to hit a middle range of students, and there's going to be students at the top of the bell curve and the bottom of the bell curve. They're going to need individualized instruction and guidance, and they may perhaps have an IEP, and that goes into the second part of the chapter, individualized education plans and the roles, responsibilities, and duties of a teacher, not only ethically and morally, to help all students become great learners and have high expectations as a teacher, but also to get involved in the IEP process. And I will make another video with regard to ADA, IEPs, all the special education process, because that gets a little bit more involved. But this should cover a little bit about intelligence, or what's called your IQ. And then there's also something called the G, which is creative intelligence. And I will post a video along with this. It's kind of long, but it's really worth your time. It's very, very good. It's put out by the BBC, and it measures all different types of people's intelligence based on who they are. And it's really incredible. So I will post that video if I haven't posted that, as well as a couple different inventories. And I would say that with regard to reliability and validity, I would take a couple multiple intelligence inventories online, and then that should give you a pretty good idea or output with regard to what type of learner you are. And if you think about all the different people in your class and all the subjects that you'll teach, or all the different content that you'll teach, everybody's going to learn each one of those contents differently. So there may be something you're very visual about, and there may be something that you're very kinesthetic or auditory. So again, it's hitting all those learners and diversifying your classroom to help all learners with all needs. So again, I will make a second video with regard to ADA and IEPs. But anyway, have a really great week, and enjoy this February weather. Take care. Bye.